Hi everyone, Treeesa here. I'm a mindfulness, earthing, and grounding coach, Reiki practitioner, teacher, and mind, body, and soul harmony card reader. And I am so happy that you are here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this week of June 3rd. And one of the things I love to do every week, every Sunday or Monday, I love to pray and ask what messages, wisdom, and guidance do me and my social media followers need to receive for the week ahead, with some mindfulness tools, tips, and techniques that can help us stay harmonized as we move through the week. And so I use my pendulum and I ask which card decks are best to use for the week ahead. And so this week, the deck that we're using for the message for our physical body and physical environment is the Gaia Oracle by Toni, Salerno. And then the message for our divine mind, our higher mind, is coming through from the Tree of Life Oracle by David Wells. And then the message for our soul this week is coming through by the Golden Future Oracle by Diana Cooper. So we have some beautiful messages, so let's just dive right in. And as always, let's just set the intention that this mind, body, soul harmony card reading is for the highest good of all. Just setting the intention that this mind, body, soul harmony card reading is empowering, uplifting, inspiring, and joy-filled. And also just setting the intention that everyone only takes what resonates within your own heart and soul and leave the rest. So let's get started. So the message for our physical body and physical environment is number 15, the Temptress. So seduction, deceit, a broken promise. So this is interesting. And this week of June 3rd, we also have the new moon in Gemini on Thursday, June 6th. So this is an interesting message coming through this week. And as always, just take what resonates here. But some things to keep in mind is that, you know, things may not be what they seem. It's really a time of being very careful not to be seduced by the glitz and the glamour, and to be careful about empty promises that might lead to disappointment or not come to fruition. So to me, this is just really saying a powerful message of it's so important to always listen to your heart and follow those intuitive nudges, your intuition. Your heart knows, and energy doesn't lie. So it's just to be hyper vigilant about things that are crossing your path. And that could be people, it could be opportunities, situations, things that you're hearing or seeing on the news. And so this is real fascinating too. There's this eye here, and that really symbolizes the eye of truth. And this eye of truth, it is within all of us. And so all we have to do is look closely. The truth is within. And all of us have this all-seeing, all-knowing power and innate intuition and ability within us. And so sometimes it takes a while for us to see something so clearly. And I want to give a sample of what happened to me, just to give you an idea of how this may come out or come into being. And so on my Facebook, sometimes I see Taylor Swift. You know, she's doing, I guess, this Era tour. And so she'll pop up on my Facebook social media. And so I like, oh, look at Taylor Swift, look at her, you know, pretty outfits, look at this tour. So I'll see clips of her on the tour, and then I'll see on social media like her and her boyfriend. And I get I'm like, oh, I'm so happy for her. What a beautiful, you know, powerful, fun-filled time that she's in on this tour with this boyfriend. So I just get like happy, right? And so I was enjoying looking at some of these pictures, right? And so these are glamorous, these are glitzy, you know. I'm like, oh, look, now I don't listen to Taylor Swift, but I was like enjoying some of these photos. And so, and like, they would pop up like every day. And I was like, why am I looking at Taylor Swift every day? And I couldn't really explain it. And then, you know what happened the other day is I saw one of her pictures, and I saw so clearly, I saw the reptilian being within her. Now, again, take what resonates here, because this might not resonate with you, but I saw the reptilian being in her body in this photo. Now, I'm not going to get into that, but that for me, suddenly the glitz and the glamour, right? The truth just blew that apart. Suddenly I saw so clearly the dark reptilian being in her. And now I don't know if this reptilian only comes on when she's performing. I don't really know. I'm not going to dive into that, but all I know is that all of a sudden I was enjoying some of these glamorous, glitzy photos from Taylor Swift, and then I saw the truth. The truth just came very clear. And once you see the truth of something or someone, you can't unsee it. And so suddenly that was like, whoa. So my soul, my intuition just put on the brakes. And now I don't need to look at these photos anymore from Taylor Swift. So now what I do is I hid the photos so they don't come onto my feed anymore. But that just gives you an example that we have to be so hyper vigilant about things, again, things that are coming on our social media posts, things that we're seeing in the news, or, you know, whatever it is. If you're getting caught up in the glitz and the glamour, just really set the intention. You know, I'm setting the intention to see clearly here. And then suddenly you will receive the truth of whatever question it is that you have. And now I see, you know, the truth that, you know, so Taylor Swift is dealing, you know, she has an interesting path, and I have such compassion for her. And but I'm just turned off now. Like I don't need to see any more of that. I don't need to follow that. I don't really have a desire to follow. I mean, and it's nothing against Taylor Swift. I can send so much love and compassion to Taylor Swift, but there is a dark entity there as well. And maybe only when she performs, who knows? It doesn't matter. But it's again, I'm seeing clearly, and I can disengage. You know, I don't need to follow her. I don't need to listen to the music, because again, with the reptilians comes a manipulative, fear-based programming. And so this is just, and again, it's nothing to, it just is what it is. It's not good or bad, right or wrong. It's just, we do have dark beings, reptilians, whatever you want to say, you know, on the planet, in people, you know, it's just what it is. And so when we see it clearly, we can disengage. We don't need to feed into that anymore. And so that's what I wanted to relay in this message to you is, and now this is going to, you know, land differently in everybody's life, but the main message is to really set the intention to see clearly, see through the glitz and the glamour and the deceit and the seduction and the broken, empty promises. You need to see through that, and you will know. Your heart and intuition will know. And so it's such a great time with this new moon on Thursday, June 6th. One of our mindfulness tools that we can work with this week is to just set those intentions. Again, under the new moon, it's a dark sky. In the darkness, again, sometimes we don't see so clearly. So this is where you want to pause. You want to really do your research, do your investigation, and you want to set those intentions. I am setting the intention to see this issue or this person or this situation with clarity and truth and the divine light of truth, clarity, and wisdom. So that can be one of your mindfulness tools this week, is to really set those intentions to get to the truth of the matter, the heart of the matter. Another mindfulness tool that you can work with this week is always trusting your intuition, those internal nudges. And so that is just needs to be this daily practice, this daily muscle, so that we can, again, use our discernment so that we're not deceived and disappointed by empty promises or people who are just, speaking emptily. Maybe that's a new word I just made up. Anyway, so that's coming through for this message for our physical body, physical environment, is don't be deceived. A powerful message of using your discernment, listening to your heart, and setting those intentions to see through the eyes of divine truth, divine light, and wisdom, so that you can then make your choices that are for your highest timeline and your highest good, and aligning you to the people that resonate with your energy and your timeline and where you are headed. Not needing to waste our time with anything that is just not a match where we are energetically or where we're headed. Okay, so take what resonates there and we'll move right along. And so the message that came through for our divine mind is 19th path, strength, defending the weak, peacekeeping, and sincerity. So look at this human here. Look at this human with these lions. So isn't this a wonderful message of really taming the beast within? Look at all these beasts that are coming up this week. And we all have a beast within us. And it's a time of taming the beast within. So it's all about our energy, frequency, and vibration, because everything in this universe is energy, frequency, and vibration. So if we can really align and attune our energy to peace and strength and empowerment, and really exude those qualities of peace, strength, and empowerment, then through our energy alone, we can create peace around us, right? Because the peace must start within. We have to have peace within us in order to create peace around us. And so again, look at this. If there are any lions, any animals, any reptilians in your environment, it's just standing strong in your power, in your strength, in your courage, and creating that peaceful, loving compassion within you, so that no matter where you are or what is happening or which reptilians that you're walking next to or dealing with, you are in peace and in your power and in your strength. And then you can navigate through that situation or around those people in a peaceful manner. Again, not judging anything, good, bad, right, or wrong. It's just everything in this universe runs on energy, frequency, and vibration. So it starts by attuning. How do you want to move through your day? How do you want to navigate your relationships? How do you want to move through this situation? And then you attune your energy, frequency, and vibration to what you want, to the peace, the strength, the courage, the empowerment, the compassion, and the love. And then you move through your day and your relationships exuding that. And that will just create all that peace and harmony around you. And what else? And so, yes, so this is a time of, and this can be our mindfulness tool this week, is being of service to others. Where can you offer your gifts, your strength to others? Can you defend somebody? Can you make some donations or a donation to a charity of your favorite charity of choice, where you're being of service, where you're helping? Can you donate your time? Can you stand up and help bring strength and courage and power to others. So use this mindfulness tool this week in a way that resonates with you, and see how can you defend somebody who's less fortunate or weaker than you. How can you, make a donation for those less fortunate? How can you use your time in service to others and your gifts? How can you stand in your strength and power and courage and have that be helpful to others or supportive? So see where this lands with you this week. But that's such a wonderful mindfulness tool, is always to give back to those who are less fortunate and those in need. Give what you can and just help uplift, a time of helping to uplift others. So that's beautiful this week. And beautiful, this light-filled energy, yes. So just use your peace, your grace, your strength, your empowerment, your courage in service to others, and just help uplift and inspire those in need this week. And of course, and beyond, being of service to others is such a powerful thing that we can do to just give back, just that this is just giving back to our family of humanity, which is so important right now. We all need to help lift each other up so that we can all rise together. And so take what resonates there, and we will move right along. Okay, and then the message that came through for our soul this week, look at this, is teleportation, levitation, expand your gifts and powers, number 17. Okay, so number 17 might hold some significance for some of you, maybe June 17th, or in 17 days or 17 weeks. But this is so great coming through for our soul. And again, with this new moon in Gemini on Thursday, June 6th, this is a time of really activating your innate spiritual gifts, communicating in a new way. Geminis are wonderful. They are great communicators, full of duality. They love to use the left and the right brain. So how can we really figure out ways to communicate in a new way and really enhance our spiritual gifts? So this can be like your psychic gifts. Really practice your psychic gifts daily. It's just a muscle. We're all psychic. And so the more we practice, then we can really refine and fine-tune those muscles. So for instance, like try to, leave your phone down and leave the ringer on. And when your phone's ringing, instead of looking to see who's calling, do a practice like trying to tune in. Okay, who is it that's calling? And see if you can tune in and like name it. Oh, that's so-and-so. And then look at your phone and see if you were right. So see, fun things like this. And of course, even so you can do this in your waking life is with telepathy. When we think of someone and then the phone rings, these are our just innate psychic gifts that we all have. And so find fun ways to practice strengthening these muscles, these psychic muscles, your intuitive muscles, your telepathy. Maybe you can put out those telepathic signals like, okay, I'm sending my best friend these telepathic signals. Call me, call me, call me. And then see if she calls, Or again, try to guess who's calling on the phone. Or, just anything. Before you go to sleep, see if you can really, I'm setting the intention to teleport, to, practice my psychic gifts or whatever it is. And in your dreams, like maybe set the intention, I'm setting the intention to communicate with my best friend tonight or my loved one in spirit. I've done that. You set the intention, and then if you usually will dream about your loved one or your best friend or whatever it is. So it's just super fun. And the more we practice, the more we get better and we open up our gifts and really have them come online and strengthen those muscles. So how fun under this new moon in Gemini, have that be your mindfulness tool this week, is how can you practice your communication? How can you communicate in a new way? How can you be more telepathic? How can you tap into your psychic abilities? You know, I don't know about levitation and teleporting right now, but that's in our future for sure. And so, I mean, the sky's the limit here. So have fun finding new ways of communicating. Just have so much fun with that and do your practices. And again, it's your intuition. It's again, really relying on our intuition and setting those intentions. I'm setting the intention to connect with this loved one in spirit, to connect with this person over here, and then have fun growing that and having your gifts open up and get stronger and come online. It's so fun when we can, and you know, when you're with your best friend or your partner, often you say the same words all the time. Like, you know, when you speak, you're like, oh, I was gonna say that, or I wanted to go there. So just have fun with this. And what else? Anything else coming through? So yes, so just with this new moon in Gemini on Thursday, just have fun setting new intentions and new ways that you can communicate, new ways where, you know, you can connect with your soul tribe, new ways of connecting with your guides or your loved ones in spirit. So yeah, Gemini, use your left brain and your right brain. So just, and socialize in a new way. So these are all great. So write down your new intentions for this new moon in Gemini, speak them out loud, and then have fun planting these new seeds of how do you want to show up? How do you want to socialize in a new way, communicate in a new way? You know, grow your soul tribe in a new way, and then put it in motion. And so I'll just share one of the things I'm going to do is I am putting together my Patreon account so that I can now have more of an online community presence, and the Patreon have it be, you know, for my private community where I can post videos every month and have it be another space. Again, it's a new way of communicating. So I do my in-person sessions, but now I'm going to have a free monthly mindfulness coaching call once a month. So those people who I'm not able to see in person, we can connect online. And then my Patreon is going to be up probably in July again, where we can get more of our community together online and grow our community online. So just think of these beautiful, fun things, new ways of communicating and socializing in a new way. And again, it's just so fun trying these new things and seeing what happens, seeing what takes off and flourishes. So it's all about just it just feels like a light-filled week, just having fun and really following your intuition, really using your discernment, and really shining the light of divine truth, love, and wisdom and clarity on all the dark areas so that you can navigate easily and effortlessly through the darkness and around the reptilians, and just staying attuned and aligned to your path, attracting your tribe who are vibing at your frequency. So have a happy new moon in Gemini on Thursday. Stay harmonized in mind, body, and soul as you move through the week. Make sure you're enjoying your mindfulness, earthing and grounding practices every day so that you can really strengthen your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body. You can really activate your communication skills and gifts and psychic muscles, and just have a great week ahead. And thank you so much for smashing that like button, and I'll see you soon.